Hello children, myself Mrs. Dimple Kundar from Seth Vidya Mandir English High School CBSE will start reteaching maths for standard 6 lesson number 7 fractions. Okay students, now let's start fractions, a quick revision. Now what is a fraction? Do you all remember? Yes, a fraction means a part of a group or of a region. When I say you're eating a pizza, you eat one piece, so you're removing a fraction of that pizza or a part of that pizza. Okay, so pizza is the best and the easiest example for fractions. Okay, so now the fraction, if I say 3 upon 7, it is a fraction. It is written this way and it is read as 3/7 or 3 upon 7. You all know this. Okay, and here the number on top, that is 3, is called as the numerator, and the number written below 7 is called as the denominator. So always remember that the numbers written on top are the numerators and the number written down are the denominators. And 3 is a part of this whole. Your whole number is this and 3 is a part of it. Okay. Now I'll just explain it more in detail by representing it by shaded portions. Okay. Now when you are there, when you see a part, you have to always refer the shaded part upon the total part. Now you have a figure. Circle is divided into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many parts are shaded? Only 1. So the shaded part will be your numerator and the total parts will be your denominator. So I told you it is represented by the shaded part upon the total part. So shaded part upon the total part. Okay. One more example. Again a circle with how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many are shaded parts? 3. So 3 will be the denominator or numerator? Yes, 3 will be your numerator. And what will be your denominator? Yes, 4. Okay. So now this was from a shaded part. You had to write the fraction. Now example, I will show off a fraction and you have to shade the part. They have told shade 1/4. Now the figure is divided into 4 parts. And what is the part you want? A part of the whole is 1. So I will shade only 1 part out of it. Okay. Next, it is 3 upon 5. So the circle is divided into 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what is the part that you want to show? The numerator, that is 3. So I will shade 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. You can shade any of the 3 things. So this is how the fractions are represented by shaded portions. I hope you all are understanding. Let's revise the types of fractions. The 3 main types of fractions are proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed fraction. So let's see each separately. Proper fractions are where the numerator is always less than the denominator. Example, 1 upon 3. See, 1 is smaller than the denominator, that is 3. 2 upon 5. So the numerator is smaller than the denominator. 6 upon 7 and so on. So whenever you see a fraction where the numerator is a smaller number, it is a proper fraction. Improper fraction is just the opposite, wherein the numerator is bigger than the denominator. See here, 5 upon 2, 8 upon 3, 15 upon 11 and so on. So you can see that the numerators are bigger than the denominator. They are called as improper fractions. And the last part, mixed fractions, are a combination of a whole and a part. Means you have a whole, that is 2, and half. So you mean that you have 2 parts, 2 circles and a part or half of one more circle. So 2 parts, that is whole parts, and 1 half. So that is 2 and a half. Similarly 3, 4 upon 5 means I have 3 whole parts and 4 parts out of 5. So 3, 1, 2, 3 whole parts and out of 5, 4 parts, that way. Okay, and 7, 1 upon 3. So you have 7 whole parts and 1/3 of another part. Now we will do a short exercise of converting improper fractions to mixed fractions. Now improper fractions have a numerator bigger than the denominator. So when you are converting it, you will divide the numerator by the denominator. Now 4 fours are 16, your remainder is 1. So when I want to convert it into a mixed fraction, I will write the quotient as a whole number. For a mixed fraction, you have a combination of whole and a fraction. Yes. So I will write the quotient as the whole fraction and the remainder upon the divisor as a part of the fraction. So my answer will be 4, 1 upon 4. So it will be the quotient remainder upon the divisor. The denominator remains same. Now similarly 27 upon 5 means 27 I will divide by 5. 5 fives are 25, so I get remainder 2. Now how will I write? The whole part will be your quotient. What is your quotient? 5. So 5 and the remainder 2 upon the divisor, that is 5. So my quotient, my mixed fraction becomes 5, 2 upon 5. 8 upon 3, again what will I do? I will divide 3 by 8 or 8 by 3? 8 by 3. So 3 2s are 6 and I get a remainder 2. So now how will I write? First the whole part, that is the quotient. So 2. Then the remainder 2 upon the divisor, that is 3. So understood? Now we will do the other way around, that is converting a mixed fraction as a improper fraction. So here you have a mixed fraction. So in the mixed fraction to a improper fraction, you will be multiplying. For improper to mixed, you are dividing. Yes, so now I will multiply the denominator by the whole number and add the numerator. So what is my denominator? The whole number 2 multiplied by 4 and then I will add 3 to it. And the divisor, the denominator will remain same. So 2 fours are 8 and plus 3 will become 11 upon 3. So my whole number multiplied by my denominator, adding my numerator. Okay, so now 6 into 9, 6, 1, 9. So I will do 6 into 9 plus 1 and the denominator will remain same. So 6 9s are 54 plus 1, 55 and the denominator remains same. Okay, now 3 2 upon 7. So again what I will do? 3 multiplied by 7 plus 2 and the denominators remain same. 3 7s are 21 plus 2, 23 upon 7. Now should we recheck whether your mixed fraction is coming properly? Now this is improper. When I want to convert it back, what do? I divide 7 by 23. 7 3s are 21 and I get a remainder 2. Now how do we write as an improper fraction? The quotient, that is 3, the remainder 2 upon the divisor. 3 upon 3, 2 upon 7, 3 2 upon 7. Is it same? Yes. Okay, so you got it. Just I am explaining one to get your answer right. I hope you all are understanding very easy. Okay, very